Y'all, I got some tea for you. She says, have you ever been catfished before? Because I catfished you.
You don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn, baby. Let it burn, baby. Let it burn. You don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn, baby. Let it burn. On fire.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to tell you about my crazy ex-best friend. And I hate long intros, so I'm just gonna get right into this. So about 9 or 10 years ago, I had a friend request. We're gonna call this girl Maria. So Maria friend requests me, and we had like 200 and some mutual friends, so I accepted her. And nothing major, like she would just comment and like on, you know, my posts and my pictures or whatever. A couple months after that, like she tried, well, like she was talking to me, and where things started getting creepy was she would get mad at me if I was hanging out with my friends, and she would message them and be rude to them and threaten them, even though like I put in the effort and like would ask her to hang out, but she always just had some excuse. So about like 2 years after that, I had enough with her, and I don't even remember what she did to me, but like she just made me mad. So I had enough of her, and I told her like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So a couple years go by, and like I forgot about her, but one day came and I was like, oh my god, like I remember that girl, like let me see how she's doing. I could not find her anywhere. So one day I go on Instagram, and we're gonna call this girl Chelsea. So Chelsea DMs me, and she's asking me for makeup advice or whatever. And after that, like again, like, you know, it was just typical stuff, like her liking and comment on my Instagram pictures. The kid that I was dating at the time, we had broken up. So Chelsea DMs me again, and she asked me if I was okay, and I was like, girl, trust me, like I'm fine. So a couple months after that, I was dating like a new guy, and she DMs me, and she's like, oh, like you guys look good together, like I'm really happy that you're happy. So once me and him broke up, I was just trying to keep myself really busy, and like me and her were like already like just talking like really small. So I was just like, hey, like we should hang out. So she lived like an hour and a half away from me, so a friend of mine, like we drove up to go hang out with her, and these were like all the red flags were going off, and I should have just known from then, but no, I didn't. So she was in charge of directions, and we decided to go to an abandoned psych hospital that was only supposed to be 15 minutes from her house. But after driving around for hours and her getting us lost, like he got annoyed, and basically if you did not bow down to this girl, she just was not fond of you. So they end up into a fight, and she drives home, and then like me and him go home. So, you know, I guess like she found him on Instagram, or no, I think it was on Facebook. She found him on Facebook, and she messaged him and apologized. So she's like, we should all hang out again. So we go up there again, and we go to hang out with her. So she's 5 years older than us. So she was in his backseat, and she was drinking, and I guess she, like, I don't know what she was doing, but she spilled it everywhere. So I offered to clean it, and I offered to, you know, get him a new carpet or whatever, and he was just like, no, like, this has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault, and you do not need to take, you know, responsibilities for her actions. So again, like, she runs her mouth, and they get into a big fight, and, you know, we drive her home, and then, like, you know, we go home. So I was just like, look, like, you need to stop doing this, because you're, like, not only you're not making yourself look okay, but, like, you're also making me look bad, too. So I was having a party at my house and decided to invite her, which was my mistake. So she gets drunk, and she's fallen all over the place. She spilled like 4 of her drinks on 4 different of my friends, and like they were mad, not at me, but like they were annoyed, and I was embarrassed. She was embarrassing herself, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I told her, like, you need to stop doing this, because you're just costing me friends left and right. She just did not care. Okay, so I get over it like I always do. And a group of friends and I go up there to like meet up with another group of friends and like her. And the one group, I don't remember what she did, because there were so many things that she did, I cannot remember everything, but I don't remember what she did. But the one group left and they were like, if you want to go home, like, we're going home now, but like she's not coming and we're not taking her home. And I was like, no, it's fine, because like the other guy that I was with, he offered to take me home. So I was like, it's fine. I was like, you know, again, I'm sorry. I was like, this won't happen again, because honestly I was like, okay, I'm never inviting this girl anywhere again. So Chelsea had said that she was gonna get an Uber home. So after like 30 to 45 minutes of just waiting for this non-existent Uber to show up, she finally goes, oh, I don't have signal. So we drive to Walmart. She's like, well, where are we going? And we're like, well, you have to have signal at Walmart. So we wait like another 10-15 minutes at Walmart for her to finally say, I don't have signal here either. You couldn't have said that 14 minutes ago? So I get out, you know, of the car to give her my phone so she can use my phone. And the friend, he gets out and he had to go get a charger or whatever. But he turns around and he says, don't be standing next to my car when I get out expecting me to drive you home. So I thought he was talking to me too, clearly and obviously. And he said that he wasn't. So from where we were to my house was like 25 minutes. So I don't know why I thought I could walk home, but I decided to walk home. So she's following me and I'm like, you need to get away from me. And like, but she just did not listen, like always. So I probably walked about 45 minutes and it was freezing pouring rain. So I was just drenched, and I called up another friend and he said that he would, you know, he would come pick me up. So he gets there and I go to get in the front seat, but Chelsea, she pushes me out of the way. She locks the door and she rolls down the window and she goes, now you can have your boyfriend come pick you up. I did not have a boyfriend. So the friend, he gets mad, he drives off and he drives Chelsea 2 hours away, you know, back to her house. And I'm just standing there like, it's like 3:30 in the morning and I'm left at Walmart by myself. So this, throughout this entire night, like that first kid is just spamming my phone. And so I finally answer and he's like, where are you? What have you been doing? So I told him and he's like, are you crazy? He's like, you know, like, we're not in a good neighborhood. You cannot just be walking by yourself at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he comes, he picks me up, he brings me clothes because I was drenched, and then like he drives me home. And for like the next couple of days I just would not talk to her because I was so mad. But again, I forgive her. And I don't remember anything after that. Oh, like she, like, just like little things, like if I was hanging out with my friends and didn't invite her, she'd get mad. But like if I did invite her, she would get mad and say, you know, that I wasn't giving her enough of my attention. And I don't know, she was just she was really weird. So I moved to Florida and we like kept in touch, and like a couple months go by and it's now my 21st birthday. So she wanted to come down here and flew down here for my 21st birthday. Y'all, I got some tea for you. Three days before she is supposed to come down here, she calls me. She says, have you ever been catfished before? Because I catfished you. Girl, what? I hang up on her because I did not know what to say or what to do. I was in denial. I was mind boggled. I was like, what? So she defends herself and says that she didn't think I would want to be the, you know, friends with the real her because she was so insecure and bullied throughout high school. I'm friends with the real you now. What makes the difference? So I felt bad, and she, you know, she comes down here anyway. She stays here for a week, and honestly the first 3 days I was sick of her and could not wait for her to go home. She was just so rude. She was so disrespectful. She did not know how to just handle herself and have a good time. I always had to, like, you know, take care of her, clean up after her. Nothing was good enough. Like, I don't know, she got mad because she was like, well, you don't have an itinerary for us to do. I didn't know I was Dora the Explorer and had to come up with quests for us to go on every day. So finally, I got sick of it and I drove home. And I was like, when you find out what you want to do, you let me know and we can go do it. We ended up not doing anything that day because she just would not talk to me, and honestly it was so nice because I'd much rather just stay home. So the next day comes and she's like, I don't want to sit at your house all day again, so let's go shopping. So I bring her to like every different store that I could possibly bring her to. And she yells at me and goes, I never said I wanted to go shopping. I don't want to be here. Are you kidding me? So we drive home. She slams, and I mean, she put her entire weight in, like everything she had, all of her force, into slamming my car door. And when I tell you, like, I yelled at her, she literally looked at me like she just wanted to eat my soul, and basically was just like, I don't care, it's not my car. You don't even have a car. But so all she did, which was fine, was talk to her boyfriend, but he's not even here and I'm third wheeling. So it was finally time for her to leave, and we bring her to the airport to drop her off. She leaves and I'm driving back home, and I go and I get a couple tattoos. So the next day comes, and like I post a couple pictures on Facebook of them, and her boyfriend that I don't even know just had nothing but nasty things to say. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but you being my friend could have said it in such a nicer way, or just don't say anything at all. So I was done. That was my last straw. So I block her on everything. 2 days after I block her, she makes 2 fake Facebooks to try and talk to me. I was like, okay, I know this girl is just not right in the head. So I was scared because I know I blocked her on everything. She managed to message me on Facebook and Instagram to try and apologize. And I was scared because I'm like, this girl definitely just hacked into my stuff to unblock herself just so she could message me. I was so creeped out. I did not understand. So it's been about like 3 weeks and I have not heard from her, and it's been so nice and stress-free. It's been so great. So yeah, like that's honestly my story. Don't trust anybody. Always watch your back, because you never know people. They could lie to you. You could know them for 9-10 years and they're gonna lie to you and turn out to be like Jeffrey Dahmer or something. So I should have just listened, to friends and family, because 9 times out of 10 when somebody's constantly telling you something, they're right. So basically, moms are always right. Listen to people that, care about you, because usually, like, they're always looking out for you and, have the best interest in you. So thanks for watching. That sounded so ew. So thanks for watching. How do you not make that sound ew? Oh my god. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Okay, no, like, I didn't like that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell me how much you love me. I'm just kidding. My cat tells me that enough. Like, he's the only man I need in my life. Oh my god, that just made me sound so lonely. So subscribe, and I don't know, tell me what the heck you want to see next or something. Also, follow me on Instagram. Ew. Follow me on Instagram. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Love you.